station.
What a relief.
Comrade Major, have you found Dr. Filatova yet?
The one who helped Petrov butcher hundreds of people? No. She's still crawling around somewhere.
I emphasize that Dr. Filatova must not be hurt. If her life is threatened, you must come to her defense.
What? Rescue the bitch whose fault it is I'm wading knee-deep in gore? What the fuck?
Traitor Petrov used Dr. Filatova without her knowledge. She had no inkling of his true intentions. I mean the viciousness of his homicidal maniac. Her guilt must be established by a court of law.
Too good for her.
She deserves no less. Dr. Filatova is a renowned neurosurgeon. Dr. Sechenov entrusted her with a collective...
What's the hot workshop used for?
Heat-resistant polymers are made here. But most of the research is dedicated to the cultivation of heat-resistant flora.
Nice.
The polymers here are enriched with essential oils from Cacticus cereris, a cactus. The polymers make it possible to cultivate groups of plants that are adapted to high temperatures.
Do they want to make the desert greener or something?
Something like that. They plan to terraform Mars. The canisters fill automatically once the temperature is normalized.
Attention. Remember that illicit possession and dissemination of experimental data constitutes a crime against the Communist Party and is punishable by capital punishment.
What's that supposed to mean? It's hot. You're hot, huh? You ought to try...
Everything here seems pretty cut and dry. We should head back before something fucked up happens.
The lunch break for staff members with low social credit is now beginning. Regular personnel are to remain at their workstations.
Saving data.
What do we know about Petrov's girlfriend, Charles?
Are you referring to Dr. Filatova?
That's what I said. Did the cat get your tongue? Do you know her?
Dr. Larissa Filatova, MD, has worked with Dr. Sechenov for many years. She's a talented neurosurgeon and was Comrade Zaharov's student and assistant. She continued the professor's work after he died. But she is now a criminal and a traitor to the motherland.
Understood. It's too bad. She's kinda cute.
Attention. All staff members who received SIN-21 and SIN-22 notices are to report to social control for regular...
Thermal polymer canister connected.
There we go. Look at her bloom. What a beauty.
Photosynthesis has begun. The tree's condition is improving rapidly.
Attention. Distribution center employees.
It's too bad how it all ended up. No one ever thought something like this could happen. It was always going to the stars, the bright future that awaits us. Now all I can do is lie here and think about it all.
How long ago did the robots attack?
To be honest, I haven't been very good at keeping track of time. But it must have been quite a while ago, at least a few days.
How did you end up in the corridor?
I was the first one they did in. Lab Tech 42 did it. I went to get some coffee, and it grabbed me by the neck and snapped it, right here.
Can you tell me anything? How did this all get started?
It was quick, unexpected, and very bloody. You're lucky, you know. There are only a few robots here now. The first day, the place was swarming with them. Every corridor had someone screaming, or dying, or both.
And where did the robots go?
How should I know? All over the facility, I guess. I assume they went through those tunnels. A few of them got stopped or taken out. And I guess the rest are probably still out there, waiting for you.
You seem pretty calm about this.
Why shouldn't I be? I had my fill of screaming when it all went down. I freaked out, swore, saw terrified, dying people. Funny thing is, What scared them most wasn't the robots that were butchering them. It was seeing me dead and talking.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's a damn scary thing to be talking to a dead man. Ah, you mean why I'm talking? I've no idea. I'm not even sure I'm happy about it. It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, I gotta run.
All right, see you.
Remember that all employees are to refrain from discussing their work with family members and friends who are not complex employees.
Sechenov should have foreseen this. He must have. I'm sure of it. It's got to be a mistake. What else could it be? We were dreaming of going to the stars, working for the greater good.
Saving data.
What's this crap?
Sprouts were designed as highly efficient feed for large livestock. But there's something wrong with this sprout.
A killer chicken. Now I've seen it all.
Attracting their attention is not advised.
Too late.
Comrades, follow your shift schedule carefully. An extra minute spent on lunch is a minute stolen from people.
Oh, the rescue team, finally. You cannot help me, but there are still people alive here. Say, you certainly took your sweet time, didn't you?
No, I'm not the rescue team. More like a vanguard.
Well, I'll be damned. Plenty of time has passed, but there's still no alarm. No army coming to the rescue.
Did you see how all this got started? Can you tell me about it?
I don't want to, but I certainly can. The machines didn't attack right away. They sort of spread throughout the facility at first, so they could attack all at once. I suspected something was off the moment the lab tech robots all went into our offices and positioned themselves behind people's backs. Most of my colleagues died right at their workstations. What scared me most wasn't the killing, but the way they slowly walked towards the humans. It was kind of like gym class, when they tell you to split up into pairs.
How long ago did you die?
I don't remember, but I stayed alive longer than most. The machines couldn't get to where I was, since there was no way in. There was shooting, and then hoses started coming out of everywhere. Most people died in the first couple of seconds. Very quickly. The robots either smashed their heads in or snapped their necks. Like popping the cap caps off soda bottles. We took to our heels, but then a lab tech grabbed Comrade Afanasiev. There was a soldier around who tried to stop them, but he just had time to say, oh. That's where I sort of stopped being scared and charged the robot. The last thing I remember is being dead.
I'm sorry. We're gonna take those motherfuckers down.
You can't blame the machines. Humans did this. Doesn't look like an accident to me. It'd take months to plan something like this.
Okay. They'll send someone for you once this is all over.
Frankly, it won't make much difference to me. Better make sure this contagion or whatever's wrong with the robots doesn't spread to the other complexes.
Congratulations on your promotion, Comrade Solotukhin. Deputy Director of the Vavilov Complex is a very important position. Right now, our primary goal is to provide the Soviet people with sustenance, which requires great attention. But very, very soon, mankind's first steps into outer space will begin right here as well. As an outstanding botanist, you will be tasked with overseeing the creation of entire systems of plants designed to terraform the surfaces of other worlds. Comrade Sechenov and I had a talk earlier, and we're both delighted that you have joined our team. You see, Vic, we do not just want to plant corn on the moon. We want to take a bite of a bigger apple on Mars.
I've got a personal request for you, Vic. The Pavlov complex is in the middle of a big polymer study right now, and humdrum though it may seem, they're short of testing sites. Could you do me a favor and put a small department off in a remote wing somewhere? They just need to observe how animals behave in a polymer soup. It's top secret, of course, but just about everything in your complex is top secret, isn't it? Pavlov will start sending you the polymer in vats first. We'll build a pipeline just as soon as the Ministry of Finance approves it. Thank you in advance.
Comrade Zolotukhin, my dear colleague, we haven't really had a chance to get acquainted yet, but I assure you, if you attend our theater under my guidance, you'll never forget the name Lastoshkin. I've got a little favor to ask you. Could you send us a few of those fascinating flowers of yours? The theater just isn't green enough, and it could use a little more exoticism, if you catch my drift. A little bird told me you've got some creeping bushes now. I'd love to have a dozen of those to wow my VIPs with. I'll make it worth your while, of course. Sincerely yours, Stepan Lastoshkin.
Ooh, cold. What's with this place?
Its purpose is to study how living things can survive in a vacuum.
So it's for planting crops on the moon and stuff.
Among other things, yes. The research conducted here applies to a wide range of subjects, from primitive single-celled plant life to livestock and other animals.
That's some neat fish you've got in that aquarium. Goddamn clusterfuck.
Facility secrets and never discuss your work at home. Remember, unauthorized distribution of information will be prosecuted.
Greetings, Valentin Demyanovich.
Who? Me?
The computer mistook you for the head of this laboratory.
Reminder, it is time for you to take your blood pressure medication. Playing an excerpt from an automated recording of your last work shift.
Oh. Yes, that's much better. Opera is doing wonders for me. Definitely. So, on with my log. Day 783. Where was I? Ah, yes. At first, it was extremely difficult for me not to pay any attention to this circle of life, as they call it. But then I realized there's something of an art form to it. Circle of life, indeed. Why did they even have to invent a name like that? Their superiors think that propaganda increases productivity. So to them, their employees are nothing but mindless swine, like these animals. Well, this isn't killing, it's just maintaining the circle of life. You know what, Oliver? Even if we are just swine, who gave us the right to mistreat the other swine, right? I'm awfully sorry for you. I truly am. God knows it's true. You died a hero's death. I'm even thinking about building you a memorial. I promise I will. Sometimes I think that when put to class... music. The convulsions themselves become a kind of dance of death. After all, new pigs keep being born, and yet the same pig keeps on dying. It can't be right. Or can it? To hell with it. I should ask to be transferred to another department, if only temporarily. No, keep your claws off that. Not this recording. Oh, okay, I'll switch it off.
It's spinning. That should do the trick. Yeah, the handle's attached. Hope I didn't get anything mixed up.
If you have an appointment, please contact the testing center.
Did I just kill all of them?
It's standard to the manufacturing process. It's where the polymer's organic components come from.
It's huge. I've never seen so many planters in one place before.
This is where they grow the plants that will be used to terraform the Moon, Mars, and Venus.
But right now it's not working for shit. We need to find the control panel.
Attention employees who have recently been in contact with warm-blooded experimental samples. Urgent checkup. Repeat. Attention employees who have recently been in contact with warm-blooded experimental samples. Refer to the medical center for an urgent checkup.
Shit. Nothing but dead bodies.
There's a power activation laser relay on the wall.
Okay, I can deal with that. But I will never...
Please select the desired procedure. Authorization. Major need. Access granted. Access granted.
Comrade Babylon, the graduate students have come up with a new pastime. They're playing tic-tac-toe on the breeding beds. One of them plants corn, and the other plants tomatoes. And they go back and forth like that. I was going to chew them out, but then I realized it's actually a decent little game. It's like a whole new kind of chess. What do you think about opening an agricultural gaming club?
Say, finally.
Data saved. Attention employees. Access to the pesticide workshop is now available.
Let's get the hell out of here. I sure love these goddamn canisters of yours. You guys never get sick of shoving them into things.
Well, it's a tradition.
Yeah, well, maybe you should think about reevaluating your traditions. If I see one more canister...
Saving data.
You don't say. Finally. Did you hear that?
I hear everything you hear, Major.
So, what do you think?
Crispy critters.
Quiet, damn it! There's something dangerous up ahead. And that's my fucking line.
Indeed. But we still need to get that canister of pesticide polymer.
Many of the experimental crops developed in lab conditions have weakened immunity.
It was especially entertaining, of course. Especially entertaining.
Comrades, follow your ship's schedule carefully. An extra minute spent on rest is a minute stolen from the people.
Shit! Are you off your nut? Is this some kind of joke?
Shh. You could wake it up at any time. In 2 hours' time, when the pesticide reaches critical low, it'll wake up. Do you understand?
I need a canister of pesticide polymer.
There's a canister right there inside. You have to find a PA-400 polymer container. We blow the fucker to kingdom come, then you can take whatever you want, okay?
Fine, have it your way. But won't the canister be destroyed?
Shit! The pump! The hemlock needs to be sprayed constantly.